Guys, it's another beautiful day here in Alpine. We're gonna head up to Montana, check out some awesome backcountry strips, and yeah, just explore the area. It's beautiful out.
Forty-five feet of excellent grass
with a 1,000 foot
overrun.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the forecast. This has actually been super accurate.
It's fantastic.
Like at Indian Creek the other day, I was like, "There's no way the forecast is going to be right." We're in the bottom of a valley on a river, right? It was exactly on.
This has replaced opening up millions of Wonderground tabs.
Right.
Which is what I used to do.
Exactly. But here, if you go to the hourly, like, what does it look like the wind is going to be there today? Yeah. So basically, out of the west, maybe slightly northwest.
No factor. What's fuel?
Like, what do we have for fuel right now? Right now we've got 44. It's going to be, what, about an hour and a half to get up there? Close to, yeah, I guess almost 2 hours to get up there. So we'll basically, we'll be at like a nice amount of fuel to get out of there.
Nice.
Okay, oil temp's good. Let's head to Seeley Lake.
Send it.
Alpine traffic, maintenance vehicle entering runway. The back taxi 31 from midfield. Alpine.
Alpine traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Pop is back taxiing runway 31, Alpine.
I'll be following you down in the Jeep.
Sounds good. Okay, controls, instruments, that's all the green. Gas, we have fuel. I'm not going to switch tanks, but we're almost the fullest tank. Attitude and autopilot's ready to go. Run up we just did. Switches, seat belts. You guys all good to go?
Good to go.
Excellent.
This is a Hotel Pop. Maintenance vehicle's clear of the runway.
You good?
Yep.
Alpine traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Pops departing runway 31, Alpine. Okay, let's hit it. Altitude compensating fuel pump, so we don't have to worry about the mixture.
Traffic, blue and white, Skylane 57 Kilo. 12 to the northwest over the dam, inbound for landing, Alpine.
Everything's still looking good. Got another 10 knots. Little hop, skip, and jump.
Positive rate.
Alpine traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Pop is off at 31, departing straight out, Alpine. And we've reached our cruising altitude. Kevin, if you want to start the food and beverage service, that'd be excellent.
Wow, that quickly, huh?
Is Kevin in charge of the snacks now? That part of the job description?
I record, I edit, I give snacks, I clean the kitchen, I do it all, folks. That sounds familiar, actually.
Still need to just go up and like fly around Grand Teton or something.
So my route out of Driggs that I do for sightseeing is I go up just north of Moran. There's a nice canyon. Fly that down and then fly along the Tetons outside the Jackson Delta. It's great. Then you go back over the pass and you're down in a half hour.
Perfect.
My standard.
Okay. What was Moran is?
Okay, so you see the Grand, right?
Yeah.
Do you see an area that's sort of flat north of the Grand, and then one
the
more
next,
peak?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a canyon just north of that peak.
Okay.
So I take off out of Driggs, I gain altitude over those foothills, and then fly that Moran Canyon, and then cut a right down the east side of the Tetons.
Okay, I gotcha. So this is Jourdan. He flew the Baron the other day that we were flying in formation with, I guess. I don't know that we ever actually really. I guess maybe at lunch or something. But anyway, yeah, this is my buddy Jourdan. He flies a Baron, Pacer, or whatever. We're gonna go head up to Montana, have a good time. And at 10.5, we should clear almost all of the terrain.
That's all we need, just almost all of it.
Okay, so let's see what we're gonna look at for fuel when we get there at this rate, and whether we want to run Lena Peak or Richa Peak to have the desired amount of fuel. So I think, yeah, we'll go Lena Peak.
Lean finder, what a luxury. You know what my lean finder on the Baron is?
When does it start running rough?
Terrifies everybody in the plane.
And we are now Lena Peak. So we will get there with 20 gallons, which will be just perfect to get out of there nice and light. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna go check out some interesting backcountry strips up in Montana near Kalispell. See what there is to see. Get in and out of these fun little strips in the mountains. It's just really cool that out here there are so many runways in the middle of nowhere. So you can get to these places that, you know, basically no one gets to see, or that would be extraordinarily hard to get there by any other means. And in most cases, these have been around for like 100 years. You know, this is like some of the, you know, like literal grassroots of aviation. And so it's just incredible to be able to get out and go explore these and you know, get out in the wilderness like this and just see the country.
Pilots these days are so squeamish about putting, you know, tricycle gear airplane down on anything other than perfect asphalt. But when the Bonanza and the Baron were built and designed in the 60s, the vast majority of airfields in the country were well-groomed grass, which is where we're heading first. Seeley Lake, long, it's well-groomed grass. That's what these planes were designed to fly off of. They land better on them, the tires last longer, the brakes last longer, and there's really no concern about prop striking, so long as the nose strut's properly inflated, your maintenance is on point, you don't need runs, you know. There's a procedure for checking these strips out, but you know, when you're going to an aerodrome that's well maintained, you have the same expectations of that grass as you would an asphalt airport that's well maintained.
Exactly.
And you and I both landed plenty of asphalt airports that we wouldn't go back into.
Oh yeah.
With
So in terms of managing the descent, basically I just nose over and
you
pull
have
power as
tons of
necessary to
headroom.
keep the speed. Load the nose a little bit to get below like 153.
Yep.
Drop the gear, the flaps, pull a little bit more power, and land. Yeah, I'm excited to check this place out. Basically a cool like air park, but grass in the mountains in Montana. So do you suppose that lake right there, is that Seeley Lake?
Yeah, I'd bet money on that.
Not on the map. Thanks, Garmin. Actually, probably thanks, Jeppesen. No, I think Garmin does the base map. Okay, I'm going to take it off autopilot. Pull the power back a little bit more here. Seeley Lake traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa's 8 to the southeast. Give me a left downwind for a low approach 16, landing 34 Seeley Lake. Probably do a little low approach, check it out, see what the wind's doing, and then come back
around. Yep.
Guessing we're going to land to the north, just given the winds up here and kind of what the forecast was looking like. And so departing to the south has that extra overrun. Didn't that note say that was to the north?
It said landing runway. Sorry, yeah, it said departing runway 34, extra overrun.
Right, but there's this extra overrun down here on the south end.
Yeah.
So it looks like the windsock's blowing basically just straight across, maybe slightly from the south, sort of what we're seeing up here.
Yeah.
But then this one right here is basically straight across and maybe slightly from the north, so it's hard to say. Essentially, it's just a
Looks like
direct
it's
crosswind.
slightly favoring 16.
Whoa. As we get up into this valley here, get some interesting winds. It's just so cool how you get like just past it here, and then there's just nothing, just open forest.
ATV trails.
Seeley Lake, Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa's turn final for a low approach 16 Seeley Lake. I also like doing a low approach to these strips because it gives you a really good sense for what the takeoff's going to be like.
Totally. Especially you got all the drag items out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go full flaps, because up here, weight and everything, like, you know, it's a lot of extra drag. So we got the gear down, 1 notch of flaps. We're just a little bit fast, but we're just doing a low approach. Put the prop up though. There's a mixture in there. Oh yeah, this looks fantastic. What does that sign say? Oh, taxiway and CTAF. That's cool. And climb on out. Get the gear up. Oh yeah, this looks amazing. And that windsock's basically just dead. I'm gonna go out just a little bit further so I can kind of see where we're going.
You feel good about being able to get back out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice to be light.
And Seeley Lake traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Palm, turn of final. Runway 34, Seeley Lake. Is it a slight upslope to the north?
Yeah.
I like this little cut in the trees.
Yep.
Beautiful runway. It's so smooth.
That's the smoothest grass I've ever been on. Alright,
So-
we park right here. Oh, this is just fantastic.
Wow, this is a pretty awesome spot. Just fly in. Beautiful scenery, plenty to do. Some nice hangar homes. And yeah, we're gonna go walk into town, get something for lunch on the lake, and head off to the next destination.
So this is just a fantastic stop. We'll definitely be back. Maybe like rent a place here for the weekend or something and use it as a little base of operations to do everything. For now, we're gonna blast off to
38 Sierra.
38 Sierra, Deer Lodge City for some cheap gas. Seeley Lake traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Palm is departing runway 16, Seeley Lake. Okay, get our mixture in. So we have that altitude compensating fuel pump. Add some throttle as we come around the turn, so we're full power before we even hit the threshold. A little bit of back pressure, but not as much as last time because there's 2 more people, and the nose wheel can save itself. Good spot.
First of many.
Look at that place.
That's unreal.
We're 14 minutes out with 14 gallons of gas, so as long as we don't burn more than 60 gallons an hour, we'll be fine.
You thinking you're gonna fill up? Or just mains?
I think I'm gonna top the mains. I might do like 10 in each tip,
Sweet.
but not all the way.
Runway 13 is 1.12 down, 31 is 1.12 up, so yet another reason to land 31.
Right. And another reason not to take as much fuel taken off 3-1.
Where do you start caring about slope? 1%?
I don't know if I really put a number on it. It's more like just, I don't know. Yeah, just compounds. Especially up here is like all of those little things. You know, in a Husky it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because you're lifting off at 50 miles an hour, and those little things, just it doesn't matter. If it takes an extra 10 seconds, you don't go very far. Here, we're lifting off at 100 miles an hour, and
right.
10 seconds different on whatever, whether it's because there's a little bit more of a slope or because any number of these little things, right? Like it's all about time, and that's the key difference between doing hot and high in a Bonanza versus a Super Cub or whatever. Is just that by the time you're lifting off, the rest of the runway's gone in like 5-10 seconds,
right?
And that's it.
The factors change by the same amount, but they're acting on a larger cardinal number.
Exactly.
Right.
Deer Lodge traffic, Nancy 7 Hotel Palms entering the left downwind runway 31, Deer Lodge. Nose will touch the ground when I want it to touch the ground.
But it looks pretty stiff.
Yeah, it does. Well, I mean, the other thing that was the terrain there. Deer Lodge traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Pomp is back taxiing 13 Deer Lodge. Yeah, I think I like the lack of terrain. If we don't have 50 knots by halfway down the runway, we'll just stop on the runway.
You want 50 by that turnout where we just came from?
Yeah, let's see, where is... Yeah, that'd be a good spot.
Good enough? Okay.
Automated weather observation at 2104 Zulu. Visibility 10. Altimeter missing. Weather advisories. 1330 at 8 knots. Gust 14 knots. Temperature 22.
Lovely.
Fantastic.
Deer Lodge traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Pops, departing runway 13, Deer Lodge. I'll go full power before brake release here.
Speed's low.
40 knots. There's 50 knots.
Keep rolling.
Continue. 60. Looking for about 73, 74 today. Maybe just a little extra because of that gusty tailwind. Now we got plenty of room. We'll get off. We'll accelerate. We'll get this gear up. And we'll have lots of airspeed because we really don't care about the altitude right here.
Right.
We do care about the airspeed.
Great takeoff. Nice ADM.
Yeah, some beautiful falling terrain. And then we can just follow the highway. And 7 Hotel Pops off 13, departing straight out Deer Lodge.
Beats the approach into Rochester, huh?
Oh yeah. So spectacular.
Counting needles?
I'm gonna try.
Heavy bird activity is supposed to end at runway 13. Welcome to Alpine.
It's like a sailboat down here. Wow, that's pretty there within that little cove.
Sure is.
All the different colors. And then right down here, somebody say hi. Hey,
Wow, that's awesome.
Alpine traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Pops. About a 8-mile final runway 13 Alpine.
Give a little wag to all the people out here for Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah. That's how it's done, folks.
The other landings of the day were better. Okay, well, it's been a great trip.
Oh, yeah.
Now just back into the hangar and call it a day.